So let's go. I want us to use this next 15 minutes. So let us go to exploitation tools. Please look up. Then we go to um, Metasploit. So the name of the exploitation tool is called Metasploit. So we pick up Metasploit. It's asking us for password. It's going to take a while. It's going to load it. It has its own very, very robust database. Because what Metasploit does is Metasploit is a tool that has a database of exploits. Huh? Exploit, it comes in thousands in its database. So these are exploits that you can use to exploit different services, different ports in the machine. You understand? That's what Metasploit is. So that's why it's starting this database. The database appears to be really configured, blah 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 blah. Let's wait for it. If you complete this today, then at least I know you guys have seen the sequence from stage one down. We don't have enough time. We would have actually done password cracking. Time is going now. Okay, let's do this. If there's time, we can crack some password. Next time we can crack some password, but let's do this mental flow so that we can see how we can gain access into the target. That's what we want to do. So this is Metasploit. It has started up. The prompt, if you notice, the prompt is different from our usual Kali prompt. Yeah? See now, see how this one appears. It doesn't look like this one. So now, the first thing you need to do, is search for the exploit you want to use. Like I said, it has thousands. So you need to know the exploit you want to use. So how do we go about it? What we need to do, first of all, is to search. What's the name of the service of that FTP? Can anybody remember? When you did the in-depth scan, give us another information on that FTP. What's the name? VSFTP or something. That's what it was. So let's search in the Metasploit database whether it has any exploit for that VSFTP. So we do search VSFTP. We have. See? Your TV, it has so many paper and sticker everywhere. Why is this one blocking us now? Anyway, so this is the exploit. You can come close and see this one. This is the exploit for this VSFTP. And the rank of this exploit, it says it's excellent. So that means it will always work. No, it always ranks. Some it will rank as excellent, some it will rank as normal, some it will rank as poor, depending. So if you look at this thing now, it says or is under exploit. Exploit unit, FTP. See what they call it? The backdoor. This is the backdoor exploit. So it's the exploit we are going to use to do what we want to do now. So the next thing we will do, these are the stages, how the commands you use in Metasploit. The first thing we did was what? Search. Abi? Search for the exploit. Then the next thing you need to do is to tell it to use this exploit that it found. And the way you do that, rather than typing out all these things, you just tell it to use space this number here, because the serial number for this exploit in this list is 0. You see this 0? You guys see this 0? That's the serial number for this exploit. So you just tell it to use 0. Sometimes you may see up to 5. So it will start from 0, the next one will be 1, 2, 3, all the way. So you choose the one you want and tell it to use space the number of that one. You understand? Now enter. So it will do all this shakara here. This red inside the bracket is telling you that it has activated. It's at the point where you can now configure the exploit. That's why this red, as you can see, this is the same name we have here, Abi. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's because of the red, you're not seeing. So it's telling you now that this exploit is now under your control. You can now configure it the way you want. With the target, because you need to put the target IP for it to work. So the next thing you do now is you're going to set your target IP. So you do set target IP. The way Metasploit recognizes the target IP, it calls the target IP arrow host. Arrow host. That's what it calls the target IP. So whenever it sees this command arrow host and it sees an IP address after arrow host, it knows that it's a target that is specified. I don't know if you get me. What did I just say? So after the arrow host, remember, you can always use our typical Linux style. You can just type ROH, use our tab to complete. So I'll now put the IP after the space. I'll put the IP 192.168. What's that IP again? 201.130. Abi? So I'll press enter. Please, nobody should come and say I should teach again. Please, everybody should pay attention. Please. This is, in fact, today is the last day of the week. So enter. So, but as we are going, we need to see that we put in the right information. So, as you configure, you check to verify that you put the right information. So, the command you use to do that is you just tell it show options. Enter. So, these are all the options under this exploit that you can configure. Are you guys following? All these things there. So, we just configured our host. Abi? We just did that. So this R port, our target port that we are using is 21, which is FTP. Am I correct?
Yes.
I need people to be telling me so that I know that they are understanding what I'm saying. This one? Oh, okay. You want to say I can minimize this one? Is it okay? Okay. So now we confirm that so far our information is correct. So the next thing we need to do, there is no other option here we need to set. These are all the things we need to set. So the next thing we need to do now is to run the exploit. Let's try and see if it works. We do run. Is that you do run or you type? Is that you type run or you type? Hey, I've already pressed enter. Is that you type run or you type exploit? Any of those two. So now it's trying to break into the target now at this point. If you read what's going on here, eh, backdoor service has been spawned. Then it's now telling you it has already cracked the UID and the GID. This UID means user ID, GID means I think group ID or something. Then it has found a shell. A shell means it has found a way to gain access into the target. Yeah? Then it says exploit completed, but no session created. Session is what he uses to. Session is basically like the platform he gives you. Put in your commands and do all those things. Because if you don't have a session, you can't really have anywhere to work from inside the target. That's what the session is. So command shell session 1 open. Huh? This IP here is the IP the machine gave the target. Sorry, the IP the machine gave the attacker. The machine I'm talking about is the host. Remember, I said host. So now he's using this port. We don't know what this port is. We don't care what it is. It's just the system that picks the port from the list of ports. And then see the arrow is pointing towards the target. And he's going to use this port to gain access into the target. This is 2000 or something. So this one is the date, today's date. Then the next thing you need to, at this point, you've gained access to the machine. At this point. But you don't have that, you're not accessing your session yet where you can use your command. So the next thing you need to do is to type sessions. Enter. So this is the session that is running. This what you see here. You see in our active sessions. There's just one active session, which is what he created at this point. You follow? So we are now in the machine, but we want to now have access to the session. So what's the session ID here? 1. Abi? So we now tell it sessions number 1. That's the one we want to use. Enter. Starting interaction with 1. If it shows you, if you have 2 or 3 sessions, it will list all of them here. Yes, depending on the one that it shows. So now at this point, what you need to do is to tell it that you want to use the shell. The shell is basically the command. That's what you want to tell it that you want to use. At this point, like I said, you already have access. But you need to now have access to the command prompt, command line. So that you can start doing those things you want to do. So you type shell. Yeah. See? We are in the machine though. What's the name of that machine? Remember, I told you the name of the target is Metasploitable. So this is the command line. We are inside Metasploitable now. We are inside the target now. Do you understand? So we can play around. We can use our ls, all those are our commands. So if we do ls, yes. That's why I started teaching you from those commands now. So let's do ls. It's actually on root now. And you have administrative access. The reason you know is because the user that you're acting as is root user. So you don't need to put sudo, you don't need to put password and all those things. Just do your ls. So these are the folders inside the target. Do you understand? All these things here, see home, home is somewhere, see home here, see root here. All these things are assuming we have access to the target. It's exactly what's in the target. That's what we did in the exam. So now I can do something. I can even do if config here. I'm running from the target. Like I'm no longer in my machine. I'm running from the target. So this is see the IP of the target. Like the way we did it then when we were in the target. See the IP of the machine. You can do any command you know you can do. You can move files. You can delete files. You can delete, yes. You can edit, you can open file, edit it, save it, do anything you want. That's where number 5 comes in. You cover your track. No time again. That one involves another two. But it's not difficult. There are just things that you need to do. It's basically you want to that is the word encrypt your path. Let them not see what you've done. And covering tracks means, in fact, this is a way of covering tracks because this is a backdoor already. You understand? It's already a backdoor. Yes, it's the same thing. Basically the same thing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. The only time they will know is if you go and change a file. Eh? That will now make their system to stop working. And maybe they start investigating. You know, if they know what they are doing, they'll probably call some cyber guys. What's happening? The cyber guys will start looking at the file, what has changed over a period of time, and all those things. Yes. We're already in their roots now. We're already in their roots. This is their roots. That's why we did ls. This is the ls. If you want, you can view the home. You do see the root, home. We're in the home now. We can do ls, but I don't know if there's anything inside. Okay, there are files inside. FTP, MS. There's even the user file. Let's see if there's anything inside the user file. You can even change the password of the system. That's suspicion.